We will go through the topic that is structure of an antibody molecule. This structure is very important. You have to learn it. It's very easy. You have to make these two L-shaped structure and these are known as light chain. Both side light chain. So two steps are light chain and two heavy chains. These are the heavy chains and these are the light chains. This is an antigen binding site. This is also an antigen binding site, N site, and this is also N site. And these are the bonds which they are attached. So antigens, immunogen, these are substances which enter the body to stimulate the production of antibodies. Immunogens are those antigens that only bind with the components of immune system but also induce immune responses. Antibodies, these are the immunoglobulin produced in the response to antigen stimulation. Y-shaped protein molecules have 4 peptide chains, 1, 2, 3, 4 peptide chains, which are 2 large chains, that is heavy chains, and 2 small chains are known as light chains. 2 small are light chains and 2 large chains are the heavy chains. So this is the structure of antibody molecule which you have to learn and it is asked in the exam. Very simple. You have to make a L shape. Only this heavy chain, light chain, then antigen binding A site, antigen binding the N site, and these are the two L-shaped structure. So antigen and antibodies definition also you have to learn. This is the structure of an antibody molecule. Now next we come to our different types of antibodies. They are IgG, IgA, IgM, IgE, IgD. These are the 4 types of antibodies. We have to learn their characters and function. They are the most prevalent class of antibody. Constituents are 75 to 80% of total antibodies. They protect against fungi, bacteria. Responsible for Rh factor, that is rhesus factor. It can cross from mother to the child and provide the immune protection to the new inborn baby. Then second is IgA, second most prevalent antibody. It is about 15% of the total antibodies secreted through the parts lined by the mucous system. Third is the IgM, third most common antibody constituents, 5 to 10% of total antibodies. They are first to be produced and are responsible for the blood transfusion reaction in ABO blood group. Then IgE, the least common antibody, it make up to 0.002% of total antibodies and involved in the allergic reactions. IgD, their function is not yet well understood. So these are the 4 basic types of the antibodies. Next we will come to the vaccination and immunization. The basic principle of immunization is based on the property of memory of the immune system. A vaccine is a suspension of whole or the fractionated bacteria or virus that have been rendered. When infected inside the body, a vaccine produces a mild response, that is antibodies. The immunity rendered by the vaccine is active immunity, and the term vaccine and vaccine was coined by Louis Pasteur, and the first vaccine was developed by the Edward Jenner in 1796. So this is about the types of antibodies. Vaccination, definition you have to learn, and immunization. So vaccines, they are toxoids, live or attenuated vaccines, killed or inactivated vaccines, and combination vaccines. So these are the 4 types of vaccines which you have to learn. Then passive immunization, it refers to the introduction of the antibodies or antitoxin directly for quick immune response. Example, in tetanus, performed antibodies are directly injected, and in case of snake bite, antitoxin contains antibodies to the toxin against venom is directly given. So this is the antibodies, types of antibodies. Next topic we have the allergies. So allergy we can have with any agent. So the exaggerated or hypersensitive response of the immune system to certain agents in the environment is called allergy, and it is causing element are known as allergen. So the allergy through which the allergy is caused, that agents are known as allergens. Now allergens are maybe dust, mites, pollens, or animal dadders. The antibodies produced in response to allergens are of 1GE type. We have studied the different types of antibodies. From that, 1GE type. Symptoms of allergic reaction include sneezing, watery eyes, rashes, running nose, etc. Maybe pain, headache. With the sunlight also, many of the people, they have the headache. So allergy can be of any kind. Allergy occur due to the release of chemicals like histamine and serotonin in our body. In our body, these chemicals are released, histamine and serotonin. Because of that, the allergy caused. Next is treatment. Drug like antihistamine, adrenaline and steroids quickly reduce the symptoms of allergy. Nowadays, allergy are very common, especially in children of metro cities, which is a result of high sensitivity and lowering of immunity. Immunity power is low. That is why they have allergy with the different agents. For determining the cause of allergy, the patient is exposed to or injected with very small doses of allergies. So we have learned the allergies, then different kinds of allergy and symptoms of the allergy and the treatment of the allergy. Next we come to our next topic, that is lymphoid organs. Our next topic is lymphoid organs. Lymphoid organs. The next topic is lymphoid organs. So organs where lymphocytes originate. The organs where lymphocytes originate. Lymphocytes are WBCs. Originate, proliferate and get matured are known as lymphoid organs. So where the lymphocytes originate, that organs are known as lymphoid organs, and they are always white, colorless, white in color. They are WBCs. Number first, they have the category that is primary lymphoid organ, and second category is secondary lymphoid organs. So first we will see the primary. In primary lymphoid organs, immature lymphocytes differentiate to mature antigens, sensitive lymphocytes, and after maturation, lymphocytes migrate to the secondary organ. So primary lymphoid organs, they have immature lymphocytes differentiated to mature antigens, and then they are transferred to the secondary lymphocyte organs. Now, primary lymphocyte organs are two. Number one is bone marrow. All of you are familiar with the word bone marrow. It is the main lymphoid organ. Bone marrow is the main lymphoid organ where all blood cells including lymphocytes are produced. It is the site of B and T lymphocytes. So B lymphocytes and T lymphocytes are produced in the bone marrow. Next we come to the thymus. It is also a primary lymphoid organ. Thymus, it is a lobed organ located near the heart, beneath the breastbone. It is large at the time of birth, but with the age, size keeps on reducing. It is very large, but as we grow old, due to the age, the size keeps on reducing of the thymus. So primary lymphocytes are two types, categorized into bone marrow and so next is the primary lymphoid organs I was telling you. In that we have two, bone marrow and thymus. So bone marrow is the main lymphoid organ where all the blood cells including lymphocytes are produced. It is the site of B and T lymphocytes. Next is thymus. It is a lobed organ located near the heart and that is below the breastbone. That it is the largest. It is large at the time of the birth, but with the age the size get reduced. Next we have the secondary lymphocyte organ. The organ provides the site for the interaction of lymph with the antigens, which then proliferates to become effector cells. So the organ provides the site for the interaction of lymph with the antigens, which then proliferates to become the effector cells. It also has two categories, spleen and lymph nodes. Spleen, it is a large bean-shaped organ containing lymphocytes, phagocytes and erythrocytes, and it filters the blood by trapping the blood-borne microorganisms. Next we have lymph nodes. These are small solid structures located at different points along the lymphatic system. Its function is to trap microorganisms of other antigen that enters the lymph and tissue fluids. So secondary lymphocyte organs are of two types, spleen and lymph nodes. Next we come to the MALT, that is MAL, mucosal associated lymphoid tissue. And these tissues are located in the mucosal cavity of respiratory system, digestive system, nasal chamber or urinogenital system. So we have studied about the lymphoid organ and the allergies, and in lymphoid organ we have studied the types of lymphoid organ, primary and secondary, and in the primary and secondary there are subdivision, and last is the mitosis. So with this our topic ends, the lymphoid organ.